Welcome to an episode of The Grift, where we put the dweebs in their place. In this episode, we're going to talk about politics, unfortunately, because the people that I'm going to feature have never ever cared about games. It was always about politics, and politics. The message that I've been trying to get across with The Grift is that people that I feature on this series don't care about the games. It's always been about politics disguised in the games. Because through politics, they can manipulate your emotions. And once they can manipulate your emotions, it's easier to get money from you. Simple as that. The thing is, there's nothing wrong with politics, but they focus on the worst part of it to make you angry. Again, to manipulate those emotions. It's a lot harder to get that money with good news, especially when it comes to politics. And the same goes for politics in games. We all know that President Trump got shot at recently. Thank God he survived. But that really pulled everybody's mask off when it comes to those who have hidden agendas in the content they produce. Alyssa Mercante jokes about Trump being shot, and it drives the usual suspects crazy. Alyssa Mercante. Trump shooter revealed he didn't use VATS. Now, honestly, I don't see anything wrong with that joke. It's a funny joke. The shooter missed. You know, too soon, maybe? No. It's because Alyssa Mercante made it that everybody freaked out. That's the only reason. If I would have made it, if any other person that wasn't relevant in the culture wars would have made it, it would have been like a funny haha. Because this quote makes sense in the gaming and movie culture. The stormtrooper couldn't shoot. People without that, sometimes, they can't shoot. The reason why they're freaked out, the only reason why they're freaked out, is because it's Alyssa Mercante who did this tweet. Grummz.
Alyssa Mercante deleted her tweet yesterday. Both her and Kotaku managing editor are being quiet right now, but are active in retweeting. Here's what she's retweeting and saying right now.
Now, most of the stuff that she's retweeting is pretty normal stuff within the political realm. She's tweeting about Palestine and how people are ignoring that compared to Trump getting shot. Turns out MB guns are bad, and the current political climate is bad, and it's all bad, and why do we even bother? Let's worry about the government-funded genocide in Palestine, the sanding away rights stateside, and the militarization of our police, among other things maybe, I don't know. So that's what she's tweeting about after she deleted the joke. But you can see clearly that she's on the far left when it comes to these talking points. Especially when you can't see outrage when it comes to an assassination attempt on a president, even if he's a conservative, or if he is a president for the conservatives. And you have to compare it to children and people being killed in genocide. You can be mad at both at the same time, especially when it's Biden who's in charge right now and the war and genocide is happening. Now, how do I know that Grummz, Melonie Mac, Smash JT are also fighting politics and culture wars, but instead of being on the left, they're on the far right? By their own admission. Smash JT.
I'm quite familiar with those creatures who want to watch this country continue to rot. We are taking it back.
When you refer to people who you disagree with politically as creatures, come on, man, there's something wrong with you. We know other political parties out there in history who dehumanize the people they tried to exterminate and called them rats. You try to dehumanize people so it's easier to hate on them. Smash JT should be ashamed of himself, calling people he disagree with creatures. Damien Cross. Respectfully, sir, get out of the left.
Grummz. I'm not left or center anymore.
If he's not left or center anymore, then he's on the right. But he's not just on the right, he's not just conservative, because I know conservatives, they're not crazy like this guy. He's on the fringe right. That's what it is. I shouldn't even call it far right, fringe right. Just like Alyssa Mercante is on the far left. Bordering fringe, because she's a little crazy, you know what I mean? But I seem fringier. And you see Melonie Mac come in with the woo, Melonie Mac.
Let's go! Woo!
Because we know Melonie Mac is on the fringe right. This is her take when Trump got shot. Melonie Mac.
Let's start taking bets now. If the shooter was tranny.
It's like, why would you even go there? Why? Because she fights the cultural wars disguised as video games. That's what it is. She's putting in her politics in the video games, yet she complains about politics in video games. It's only okay for all of these people if it's the right politics. Their politics. That's what I've been trying to get across with this. They're inputting their politics, their rage into this so that they can get money off of you. That's simple. They can prey on your emotions. They're just on the opposite scales. And right now, they're all pointing out people's tweets who are making fun of the situation and saying that the woke want you dead. But at the same time, we all know that stupid people out there tweet stupid things in the left and in the right. David Jaffe just got sent a tweet that seemed to be a threat to his family and safety, because David Jaffe saw a small clip of Trump in that little pose where he stood there for a good while to get that pose, and he didn't understand why they didn't just rush him off the stage. So he thought it was staged at first, until he saw the other footage where they had him on the ground forever. But he still didn't understand why the damn Secret Service was so slow. They should have just rushed him to the car right away. So that's why he thought it was staged. But now he sees the footage and he came to the conclusion that it wasn't. You know, he corrected himself. But he still maintained that he has the right to say that it was staged if he wants to. But because he doesn't want to apologize, people are threatening him.
Army of Ray. David, for your own safety, just apologize. You have a family, and things are getting way too heated. Just let it go. David Jaffe. I'm sorry, Ray. What are you suggesting? Are you personally making a threat? Are you suggesting because I had a thought that someone may not like that my family's in danger? Good God, man. Tell me you don't support that kind of nonsense.
Besides David Jaffe, who pretty much just speaks his mind, he is a liberal, but he doesn't put politics into his games or into his content. When he talks about politics, he keeps it separate. And sure, it doesn't align with a lot of other people's politics, but when it comes to these other people, they like to disguise themselves as not being political when it comes to the game coverage or when it comes to their thoughts in game coverage. But this is all it is. Alyssa Mercante, Grummz, Smash JT, and the whole slew of them are pretty much all the same, just on different spectrums when it comes to politics, and they put those politics in our games. And now, the Dweeb of the Week. I'm gonna keep this contained, and the Dweeb of the Week this week is gonna be Grummz himself. Why? He's a hypocrite, and he was raging about Alyssa Mercante and other people out there deleting their tweets. But at the same time, he does the same. Eastern Cowboy. Accountability will be apologizing for your post, not deleting it in hopes that it will be forgotten. Grummz.
Indeed.
Grummz.
Did you tweet and delete this, Alyssa Mercante? Why did you delete this, tricky wee?
Nico. Bro, did you not platform a fake Japanese man and then delete the post platforming him, but didn't elaborate on whatsoever on like a month later? And yeah, that is true. Grummz was putting out fake posts about a Japanese student who was blocked by Assassin's Creed Shadows account. And he never apologized for putting up fake posts. He just deleted it and swept it under the rug like it was no big thing as a fake and just moved on. And that's what they do. So long as it fits the narrative when it comes to the cultural wars, they're willing to lie. They're willing to put up posts that doesn't matter. And that's what they're going to continue to do now. Why? Because it's never really about the games. It's about their politics. For Grummz out there complaining about other people deleting their tweets when he does it himself earns him Dweeb of the Week. Now, with this episode, I wanted to emphasize that these people who I feature on this series, at least most of them, it's not about the games. It's about the politics they can put in their games, their politics they could put in their games. Through games, they're hoping that they can get the gamers who are angry at whatever reason, and they can prey on that anger and hopefully get into their wallets, because it's a lot easier to manipulate people's emotions that way through politics. And when you put politics in games, it's a perfect match. So next time they make a video, really ask yourself, what is it about? Is it really about the games? Or are they complaining about stuff within their politics? That's gonna do it for this episode of The Grift. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.